Good evening. The big story tonight, more questions than answers, and the search for a missing 4-year-old boy. Tonight, police and frantic family members are all asking, where's Dewan? Yesterday, he disappeared from a shopping mall in Livonia. Tonight, more than 24 hours later, there still is no new clue. Nightbeat's Ann Thompson is standing by live right now at the Livonia Police Department with more. Ann, what's the latest?
Mort, I can tell you that this has been a very long and frustrating night for both the family members of Dewan Sims and for the Livonia Police Department. They still are no closer to finding this little 4-year-old boy almost 36 hours after his disappearance. Now, tonight, police spent a lot of time questioning Dewan's mother. In fact, she has been here at the police department since about 2 this afternoon. It was extensive questioning. They talked to her, they took her to the scene of where Dewan supposedly disappeared. Then they brought her back here for more questioning. All the while, Dewan's biological father did his best to help out. He hung posters at Northland Mall, see if anybody there had seen the child and perhaps the person who abducted him. He also prayed for his son's safe return. Return of his 4-year-old son, Dewan.
Mix up, and whoever has him, I wish they would just please come forth, because I miss him and I just want him home. And
Zachary Sims pleads for the safe return of his 4-year-old son, Dewan. A boy Sims has no... As you can see, we're having technical problems. The young man you saw there is Zachary Sims. He is the father of Dewan Sims. Tonight, he came here to be questioned by Livonia police. Today, police spent much of their time re-interviewing witnesses, talking to people to make sure that everybody's story was straight. One of the people they talked to was Zachary Sims. He took a lie detector test tonight, and he says he passed. Now, as we told you earlier tonight, Dewana Harris, that is Dewan Sims' mother, she took a lie detector test yesterday. Family members say they do not know what the outcome of her test was. As we said, police questioned her extensively tonight. They took her back to Wonderland Mall so she could show them just exactly where her son disappeared. Now, her story goes that the two of them were Christmas shopping about 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. They walked through the Target store and through the front doors out into the mall. She says she was talking to her son. Suddenly, she just turned around and he was gone. That was the last time, she says, she saw him, and no one has seen him since. Beverly Harris, her mother, has kept a vigil here all afternoon and evening. Police brought her back for questioning tonight. Then at about 10 o'clock, a little after 10 o'clock, Dewana and Beverly Harris left here through a back door to avoid the media. They did not want to answer any questions about what police said to them tonight. Now, Zachary Sims tells us that what he gathers from the line of questioning that police put to him tonight, that there is no doubt in his mind that they think that Dewana Harris may have had something to do with their son's disappearance. I understand that our tape is ready, and let's send it. No, we don't have any tape, Mort. I'm sorry, it's just one of those nights.
But the
bottom line here is they still don't know where this little boy is.
Let me ask you a couple of questions, Ann, because we had heard a report earlier tonight that police felt there were some inconsistencies in the story that the mother told.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mort, police are being very tight-lipped, at least officially, what they are saying to us about what they think of the mother's story. They say they have no suspects, and within the last hour, I can tell you that a police spokesperson, Sergeant Ken Marlowe, came out here and told us that he has no reason, they have no reason at this point to doubt the mother's story. As you can imagine, because of the tragedy in South Carolina that happened just a few weeks ago, with Susan Smith confessing to killing her 2 boys after a nationwide search of several days. Police, of course, are focusing on the family. That is not unusual. It's usually the first place they look to see if there were any family troubles, any custody disputes, and so that is a natural place to go.
In your 6 o'clock report tonight, you did refer to the surveillance cameras in the Target store, and apparently police were analyzing that videotape. What did they come up with from that? At
this point, Mort, they say they have found nothing. They continue to look at those tapes. In fact, there was a detective within the last hour that was examining those tapes. What they're hoping to find is to find video of the mother and son together, and then ideally, wherever this boy went, whether he went off by himself or whether someone took him.
All right. Well, even with the technical difficulties, you've done an excellent job of explaining the story to us so that we understand it. Thank you very much, Ann. Wonderland Mall has a $5,000 reward for information leading to Dewan's safe return. If you have any information, please call the Livonia Police Department. The number is area code 313-421-2900. Well, it's easy to see how a child can be easily distracted in a store and even disappear from mom. To a child, a store is a giant playground with places to hide and run. It can all happen in just an instant.
I turned my head for a second to write a check. He took off. I was a wreck. I was just a wreck. I didn't know, I panicked. I didn't know where he was.
Well, fortunately, there are some new beepers on the market which make it easier to find lost children. This $40 beeper system is the Pocket WeBeeps. It goes off when your child is more than 15 feet away, but it loses its power at 50 feet. The Beeper Kid runs for $149. It can actually transmit through walls. But the favorite gadget is the Child Guardian, because at $34.95, it lets the kid do the beeping, which means he can trigger a loud alarm, even if he is snatched.
Jill, the big story at 6, where is Dewan Sims? The search continues this morning for the 4-year-old boy who disappeared from a Livonia mall on Sunday. He's been missing now for 2 days, and police wonder how Dewan could have disappeared from the mall without anyone seeing him. In fact, a source close to the investigation tells the Newsbeat that Dewan's mother was questioned about his disappearance and failed a lie detector test. The Newsbeat's Bob Bennett joins us live from the Livonia Police Department with the latest on the investigation. Bob, what do you know?
Well, Catherine, we don't know very much at this point, at this hour, because police out here right now are not talking. But sources do tell News 4 the mother of Dewan Sims, Dewana Harris, did take a lie detector test, and she flunked it. As you mentioned, the boy has been missing now for 2 days, and police don't have a lot of new information. He's of average height and weight for a 4-year-old. When last seen, Dewan Sims of Detroit was wearing a striped hooded jacket, blue sweatpants, and black sneakers. His mother, Dewana Harris, told police she just walked out of the Target store at Wonderland Mall Sunday afternoon with Dewan at her side when he simply vanished. Police questioned the mother and other family members Monday night before sending them home. The officer in charge was asked if there are any similarities between the disappearance of Dewan and the infamous Susan Smith case in South Carolina.
We're conducting an investigation in this manner as we would in any situation like this, regardless of what happened in any other state or at any other time. We're giving it our 100% best here in this investigation. It has nothing to do with anybody else or any other state.
You always look at the parents first.
We look at everything. Every avenue is open to us, and that's what we're doing at this time.
As we said, police at this hour will not comment about that report of the mother taking the lie detector test and flunking it. But Dewana Harris, that's Dewan's mother, her sister said that Dewana took the test because she wanted to help the police, and she was very nervous when she took it, and that's perhaps why she failed. As we said, police will not comment, but in the meantime, officials at Wonderland Mall are offering a $5,000 reward for information about little Dewan Sims. Catherine?
Bob, any new information on the surveillance videotapes that the police are checking right now?
No, they're not talking at all about that. Perhaps they will later today.
Okay. Bob Bennett reporting live from Livonia, and we'll continue to stay on top of this important story. And if you have any information about the disappearance of Dewan Sims, contact the Livonia Police Department at 313-421-2900.
The big story at 6:30, where is Dewan Sims? The search continues for that 4-year-old boy who disappeared from a Livonia mall. He has been missing for 2 days now. The Newsbeat's Bob Bennett joins us now live from Livonia with more on this story. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Rich. Police aren't saying an awful lot at this hour, but sources tell News 4 that the mother of Dewan Sims, her name is Dewana Harris, took a lie detector test and did not pass. Police, as we said, will not comment on that. Little Dewan Sims was with his mother at the Wonderland Mall, according to the mother, on Sunday afternoon when he simply disappeared. Now, we asked the officer in charge of the case if there are any similarities between this case and the case of Susan Smith. That's the South Carolina woman who told police her 2 boys had been taken by a carjacker. Later, she admitted she drowned the boys.
We're conducting an investigation in this manner as we would in any situation like this, regardless of what happened in any other state or at any other time. We're giving it our 100% best here in this investigation. It has nothing to do with anybody else or any other state.
You always look at the parents first.
We look at everything. Every avenue is open to us, and that's what we're doing.
As we said, police now will not comment about the reports that the mother had taken a lie detector test and flunked. In the meantime, Wonderland mall officials are offering a $5,000 reward for any information about little Dewan Sims. Rich, Catherine?
All right, Bob, thanks very much. And we will, of course, continue following this story today and hope for the best. And we will have more for you later on the Newsbeat at noon.